You are not only the victims of what they call managed news, you're the victims of suppressed news. You cannot have an educated opinion. You cannot manage the affairs of a so-called democracy unless you are given all the facts. If you are denied some of the facts, or if the facts are twisted or misrepresented, then you cannot possibly guide the ship of state.
An intellectual member of the tribe, a man by the name of Eric Kaufman, has a book coming out later this year called Whiteshift: Immigration, Populism, and the Myth of Majority Decline. In it, he studies white anxiety about immigration and its political manifestation in phenomena such as Brexit or Trump, but he is not a detached scholar, impartially surveying his field. Instead, he seems to see it as his mission to advise elites on how they can best cajole whites into accepting their own ethnic extinction. His speciality is A/B testing. He'll find a group of Goyim, present a message in two different ways, and see which ones give the better result. For him, the better result always seems to be defined as a willingness to accept more immigration. Once you have the best of the initial two, you take the winner and pair it with another option, continuing to refine the message until optimal white genocide acceptance is achieved. For example, he offers these options to British voters. A. Increase skilled immigration from Africa and Asia, keeping net migration at 275,000, raising the skilled share from 40 to 50%. Or B. Decrease skilled immigration from Africa and Asia, while decreasing net migration from 275 to 125,000, lowering the skilled share from 40 to 20%. He finds that the wording from Africa and Asia produces a much more negative response than from outside of Europe, so policymakers should avoid using this phrase. He also finds that people don't really care about the economic aspects of immigration, skilled or unskilled. They just say they do to avoid being called racist. When the demographic projections are included, immigration acceptance falls dramatically. Again, policymakers should avoid this, he advises. Kaufman often tries to find a message that can appeal to conservatives. The way to do so, he believes, is by emphasizing assimilation. He also advises policymakers to use constructive ambiguity in their immigration messages, or, to put it another way, say one thing to white people and another thing to others. Strangely, Kaufman himself is a Mischling, a person of hybrid origin, including Jewish ancestry. In his final chapter, he introduces his own background as a Canadian born in Hong Kong with Jewish, Chinese, and Hispanic ancestry, just another North American Anglo in most social situations. Despite these odd caveats, Kaufman's research into white genocide acceptance can also be weaponized for white genocide resistance. He identifies the weak point in the enemy fortress, facts or projections showing the extent of demographic change. Activists who obsess about these issues often mistakenly assume that by now everyone must know that almost every country in Western Europe will be majority brown by the end of the century, but normies simply don't. For that reason, normie-targeted messaging should focus on demographics, i.e., unless a demographic political rupture occurs within the next few decades, there will be a statistical certainty that whatever is left of their family tree by then will either be sucking cocks in private harems or down at the local market bazaars, just to get their daily bread.